Ayubowan. Respected Mr. Jin Sin, Assistant Minister and concurrently Director General of the General Office of the International Department of the CPC Central Committee, respected Mr. Wen Liao, Deputy Director, Office of Spiritual Civilization Development of the CPC Yunnan Provincial Committee, respected Professor Yang Chen Yuan, President, Yunnan Academy of Social Sciences, Academy of South and Southeast Asian Studies, Mr. Chia Munrith, President, Cambodian Chinese Evolution Researchers Association, distinguished leaders, esteemed scholars, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's a great honor for me as a representative of Sri Lanka and as a people-to-people friendship envoy to address this important gathering at the opening ceremony of the 10th Southeast Asia Think Tank Forum. Allow me first to extend heartfelt appreciation to our gracious hosts in Kunming, a city that has long been a gateway of friendship and exchanges between China and our regions. I am Indranand Abesekara, President of the Association for Sri Lanka China Social and Cultural Cooperation, ASLC-SCC, and Vice President of the Organization for South Asian Regional Friendship and Cooperation with China, OSAF. Due to my health condition, I was unable to visit Kunming in person this time. We are confident that this forum has grown into an influential platform for dialogue, research, and cooperation among our regions. Over the past decades, it has nurtured new ideas, encouraged mutual understanding, and strengthened partnerships between China, South Asia, and Southeast Asia. Today, as we meet under the theme Join Hands on the Path Towards Modernization, our discussions carry even greater importance. Modernization is not only about economic growth or technological progress. It is also about creating inclusive societies, reducing inequality, protecting our environment, and ensuring that all people enjoy dignity, opportunity, and well-being. For our regions, modernization is a journey shaped by unique histories, diverse cultures, and common aspirations. Modernization is often measured in terms of GDP growth, industrialization, or technological progress. Yes, as a people-to-people envoy, I would emphasize that modernization is incomplete unless it uplifts human lives, strengthens cultural understandings, harmony, and bring dignity and opportunity to every citizen. As we think about modernization, I would like to highlight 4 dimensions where our cooperation can make a real difference. Firstly, connectivity and shared development. Modernization requires strong physical, digital, and people-to-people connectivity. Initiatives such as the Belt and Road have already helped link our regions with new infrastructure, trade corridors, and cultural exchanges. Going forward, we must enhance cooperation in sustainable transport, clean energy, e-commerce, and logistics to ensure that no community is left behind in the modernization process. Secondly, knowledge and innovation partnerships. Modernization is driven by knowledge. Think tanks, universities, and research centers, including YAS, are essential in guiding policy, fostering innovation, and offering solutions to global challenges. This forum demonstrates the power of intellectual collaboration. Let us expand academic exchanges, joint research and climate change, food security and digital governance, and ensure that knowledge is shared widely and applied effectively. Thirdly, cultural and people-to-people exchanges. Economic progress alone is not enough. We must also cultivate understanding and trust among our peoples. South Asia, Southeast Asia, and China are home to ancient civilizations that have contributed immensely to world culture. By deepening cultural exchanges, promoting tourism, strengthening youth and media dialogues, and celebrating our diversity, we enrich the human spirit while paving the way for cooperation in modernization. I would like to express my gratitude to the Chinese People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries and Yunnan People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries for their great contribution on promoting these valuable concepts. Fourthly, shared learning for shared futures. Our think tanks, universities, and intellectual communities carry the responsibility of shaping policy ideas by working together on common issues: climate resilience, food security, digital innovation, and health cooperation. We create shared knowledge that benefits all. In this way, modernization becomes a collective journey, not a solitary race. When we in Sri Lanka speak of modernization, we do not think only of industry or technology. We think of the lives of ordinary people, farmers, students, workers, and communities, and how progress can bring them dignity, opportunity, and hope. Chinese President Xi Jinping put forward Global Civilization Initiative in March 2023, following the Global Development Initiative and the Global Security Initiative. Chinese modernization is for the whole world, not only for China. By faithfully following the scientific guidance and far-sighted leadership of the Communist Party of China, our region can undoubtedly design and implement more fruitful programs. Integrating local development into the grand narrative of Chinese modernization is the most reliable way to achieve high-quality development, social stability, and lasting prosperity for our people. The CPC's leadership is the compass of the ensures we move in the right direction and the engine that drives us towards the realization of the Chinese dream. Our country leaders have to study more about CPC's leadership and strategic roadmaps, including the National Development Strategy, National Rejuvenation and Rural Revitalization Strategy, 5-year integrated plans, and major national initiatives including BRI. I believe studying from a friendly country is an excellent experience. The Association for Sri Lanka-China Social and Cultural Cooperation think tank, the think tank of ASL-SSC, will cooperate with Yunnan Academy of Social Sciences to carry forward the spirit of this forum. Together, let us commit ourselves to building a community of shared future for mankind, modern, peaceful, prosperous, and harmonious. For centuries, Sri Lanka and China have shared such bonds. The arrival of Buddhism from India through China and into Sri Lanka has created a spiritual bridge between our peoples. The story of Fascian, the great Chinese pilgrim who visited in Sri Lanka in the 5th century to collect sacred scriptures, is a symbol of how our civilizations were connected through learning and faith. Likewise, Sri Lanka's sacred Bodhi tree, a symbol of enlightenment, has long linked us in shared Buddhist heritage with China. Buddhist shrines are worshipped in both countries. Centuries later, during the Ming Dynasty, the great navigator Admiral Cheng He visited Sri Lanka on his voyages across the Indian Ocean. These maritime journeys did not bring conquest, they brought friendship, trade, and cultural exchanges. They are reminders that the maritime Silk Road was built not only with ships and spices but also with mutual respect, friendship, and trust. As we look to the future, may the legacy of Cheng He inspire us to continue building harmony and friendship between Yunnan, Sri Lanka, and the region. Let us keep alive his vision of peace and cooperation so that our friendship may flourish for generations to come. I am fortunate to visit Cheng He's hometown and museum in Jining district too. Concluding my speech, I would like to present a quotation from President Xi Jinping. He said, "Chinese modernization is the modernization of common prosperity for all. Achieving common prosperity is a defining features of socialism with Chinese characteristics and involves a long historical process. The immutable goal of our modernization drives is to meet the people's aspiration for a better life. We will endeavor to maintain the promote social fairness and justice, bring prosperity to all, and prevent polarization." So I think this forum has expanded the outcomes for the benefit of the entire world. all the participants, Global South Think Tank Alliance and Yunnan Academy of Social Sciences. We need to go ahead by hand in hand. Last month I visited Yas and we had a fruitful discussion in this regard. This forum has given me encouragement and hopeful for the future cooperation which we can build together. May our cooperation and friendship continue to grow, and may Yunnan beauty and spirit shine ever brighter in the region as well as in the world. Thank you.